Right now, immigration reform remains a hot topic in Washington, and thousands of undocumented immigrants across the nation fear deportation, while those on the road to citizenship feel this will only push back their hopes to become legal. I spoke with two local immigrant brothers that are doing everything they can to make sure their American dream becomes a reality.
Ahora sí, hola.
It's a new technology bridging a past life with a future one.
When I work in my country, we're working hard, and I came to my house and I see the face of my son every day.
Now there's only FaceTime.
I'm very, very, very worried for our family.
That's because Randy and Ronald Reyes are no longer in Venezuela with their family, but here in the U.S.
The last year, I start a new beginning.
The two brothers are new U.S. citizens, only living here for the past year. Their story, like many you've heard before, giving up everything for the chance at a better life. Ronald was a civil engineer in Venezuela. Today, he's a janitor, a change some might think twice about. But Ronald says it was worth it.
In my country right now, it's very hard.
Which is why the brothers are trying to get the rest of their family here. But that takes time and money. It costs a little more than $500 for citizenship. And right now, the Rangel brothers are looking at a nearly $2,000 bill.
The process in terms of getting here is very difficult.
Gilberto Rivera is a volunteer paralegal at the Mexican-American Council in Saginaw.
The waiting period could be years if you do it in their native country, especially Mexico.
But here in the U.S., it can take less than 2 years, which is why the Rangel brothers are applying for the relative citizenship here instead of Venezuela.
I think there's a misconception about just go to the United States and sign up.
To help clear up those misconceptions on immigration, the council has expanded its legal team with attorney Librado Caton.
And it really is unjust for us as Americans to say, you can be here for 20 years and for 10 years, oh, I changed my mind, we're going to kick you out now. That is really not the way America works.
Now that we have an attorney on board, that's going to give us more muscle, if you will. We're going to try to provide them the opportunity to understand what their rights are.
Now, the MAC isn't the only Latino organization expanding its efforts to provide answers for legal and undocumented immigrants.
A lot of times they think that because they're here undocumented, they have no rights. And so that's why we're trying to help them understand that every human being has a right.
Ahora Sacida heads up Latinos Unidos in Flint. The group has started holding immigration informational meetings out of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mount Morris.
There's a lot of hearsay in the community. People don't know what to believe.
Right now, Sacida estimates there are nearly 400 undocumented immigrants in Flint. She hopes these meetings will prepare them for what may lie ahead with immigration reform.
I can't pay for your lawyer. I can't, house your children. I can't, so it's frustrating and it's very stressful.
Feelings the Rangel brothers know too well.
It's hard, definitely hard. Sometimes it's sad because sometimes I eat something and I can imagine my family, what's eating right now is, I know because I live the situation.
But the brothers say the frustration and FaceTime calls are only temporary, so they continue to look forward.
And see in the future, I say that our family in here living a quality life and maybe in the future help others like us.
My nephew. And you can learn more about immigration services that the Mexican-American Council and Latinos Unidos offer at our website right now at NBC25news.com. Going into this package, I really just, it was great to talk to them and really hear from people that have gone through that process. Since they're already citizens here, they're really trying to get their family here. And it is so much easier to go through the process when you have someone here in the U.S. vouching for you versus if you're just trying to get here on your own. It could take, as you heard in the decade. It could take forever, but they're trying to get their family here, and great story, hardworking guys here who just really, they said Mid-Michigan has totally embraced them. So
good job.
Thank you. Great story.